Hello, everyone. You thought I was going to begin with Kingdom Hearts 2, right? I mean, I am going to play Kingdom Hearts in the stream, but right now, apparently, I have to finish up my dessert right now. So, how you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. My name is Marlon. This is episode 24 of Kingdom Hearts 2. We'll get to Kingdom Hearts 2 in 1 hour from now. In the first hour, we're going to talk about weather. The second hour, we play Kingdom Hearts 2. But, of course, I do need just about probably 2 more minutes just to finish up my dessert. So how you guys doing? You can type in the chat what you guys, what's your weather in your area right now. Okay, just give me a minute, folks. I'm gonna go toss my dessert right now. Alright, guys, I'm back. So sorry about that. Man, I am so unprepared for this stream. I thought I was, but turns out that I was not at all, because I was supposed to be here 30 minutes earlier, but unfortunately, the damn line, I was in a damn line trying to buy stuff, and then somehow the register at a supermarket just shut off. And I'm like, seriously, that took me about an hour to wait. And some of the food may have already been spoiled by now, or probably at least maybe on the verge of spoiling in a matter of a few days sooner than expected. But right now, well, all is all good. Well, although not really, because thing is that I was supposed to set up the green screen, but unfortunately, I didn't really have time for that as a result. So right now, well, let's just talk about the weather, and we'll let other things later on. So what do we got? So we got 78 active weather alerts, 11 severe thunderstorm warnings in Colorado, Louisiana, Nebraska, and Canada. Special marine warnings in Wisconsin, Michigan. 10 special weather statements in Iowa, Louisiana, Nebraska, Wisconsin, Illinois, South Dakota, Texas, Colorado, and Missouri. And 1 flash flood warning in Canada, but that's a whole different story. 15 extreme heat warnings. Near 9 air quality alerts, 16 flood warnings, and, and 11 red flag warnings. So let's start off with the Northeast. So what do we got? In the Northeast, there are some air quality alerts in the New York City metro area. I mean, given that we have so much like urban pollution that's going on today, but in my area, I'm just outside of that. There's also air quality alerts throughout southeastern Pennsylvania, particularly in the Philadelphia area and the surrounding communities. Otherwise, it's mostly clear, nice outside, a few showers and thunderstorms from the Adirondacks all the way to northern Maine, in Presque Isle, Maine. Otherwise, it's quite nice. Even West Virginia, just a few pop-up thunderstorms in near Craigsville, all the way to Elkins, West Virginia. But other than that, it's quite dry. Nothing much going on in the Delmarva Peninsula. Elsewhere throughout the Chesapeake Bay Area, go down to the Carolinas and the Southeast. It's all because you have areas of high pressure that's dominating right now throughout the Northeast. You can see, hold on a minute. Alright, I'm back. In the Southeast, there is a stationary front just sitting offshore, starting from the Georgia coastline, just out to sea, off of the Outer Banks. Could be a possible development area for tropical activity. But regardless, plenty of rainmakers in coastal parts of North Carolina, a lot of it in South Carolina, Georgia, Florida. Getting a lot, folks. Tennessee, we got a few pockets of thunderstorms in some places. Just outside of Nashville. And Alabama, Mississippi, a few places getting some pop-up thunderstorms that are slowly moving to the west in the past 3 hours. And along the Gulf Coast, from Apalachicola, and then all the way to New Orleans and New Iberia. Thunderstorms are popping up all over the Gulf Coast, but some of it may be dissipating. New Orleans, folks in the Big Easy, getting some hit and miss thunderstorms. More thunderstorms in the northern part of Louisiana with a severe thunderstorm warning and a special weather statement located in Shreveport. A flood warning just located northeast of Little Rock. A special weather statement west of El Dorado, south, in the southern side of Magnolia. That's because you have thunderstorms in the southern part of Arkansas. Then in the Lone Star State, places along the coast have thunderstorms and special weather statements in the Houston metro area on the west side. And as well as throughout the northern parts of Texas, including the Panhandle, southern Oklahoma, and even just a little bit of parts of the Panhandle of Oklahoma, but even though it's not right now, but it could be. A few passing clouds and showers, about to move away from Oklahoma, head east. Then to the Ohio Valley, where there are a few thunderstorms that just popped up in western and southern Kentucky. Sorry about that. Especially southern Indiana. Just hit and miss showers and storms near Louisville, Kentucky, Ohio. Not that much going on except for a few clouds and showers near Cincinnati, Illinois. Not that much going on in Illinois, though there are some thunderstorms and showers about to move across through the northern side of Illinois, and will affect places like Chicago in a matter of moments. A special weather statement has been issued, just located right between Rockford and Chicago. In the Great Lakes, you have special marine warnings all throughout the northern parts of Lake Michigan on the Wisconsin and Michigan sides. But otherwise, it's quite mostly clear throughout the lower peninsula of Michigan. But right now, that's about to change because you're seeing what it looks like a cold front about to move into lower Michigan. Well, right now it's affecting places like Marquette and Sault Ste. Marie and Escanaba. Wisconsin, you got plenty of thunderstorms on the eastern side of the state. Green Bay, about to say goodbye to those storms. Madison, they're in the clear. Janesville, about to be in the clear. And Milwaukee still have some storms to deal with. Though there is a severe thunderstorm warning right near Menomonee Falls, north of Milwaukee. Then we go to the Dakotas and Minnesota. There are some There are a few flood warnings throughout southwestern Minnesota, and as well as Fargo and eastern South Dakota. All over Minnesota, there are air quality alerts as a result of the Canadian wildfires that's still ongoing, but even that will not stop storms from rolling into the Thousand Lakes state. Storms moving in a counterclockwise fashion in North Dakota and affecting northwestern Minnesota right now. In South Dakota, mostly clear. Just a few places with thunderstorms about to pop up. It's been popping up in the past 3 hours. Yet you're seeing a severe thunderstorm warning. Oh, wait a minute. This is Nebraska. Well, regardless, there's still a special weather statement in southwestern South Dakota. It's coming from Nebraska. And a severe thunderstorm warning and a special weather statement too in northwestern Nebraska. But regardless, otherwise, outside those areas, the rest of Nebraska, it's quite clear. There is a stationary front that's in position throughout places like Minnesota all the way down to Iowa, Nebraska, and Kansas. Then slowly becomes a warm front and then in Kansas, and then sneaks back into Colorado. Right, and now, eastern Kansas, just a few showers and thunderstorms. Just a few showers on the eastern side and the northern side as well. But there is a severe thunderstorm warning and a special weather statement located near La Plata, Missouri, south of Kirksville. And more storms still ongoing throughout southeastern Iowa. With a special weather statement located southwest of Burlington, Iowa. In the northern Rockies, you can see a few thunderstorms. Loads of pockets of thunderstorms just swinging counterclockwise, but looks like it's moving to the southeast, folks. In Montana, in Idaho, a few clouds, maybe a few showers in the past 3 hours, but it's mostly gone. In Wyoming, there are red flag warnings in the south central part of the state, with a few clouds and showers popping up, passing by, dissipating. There are severe thunderstorm warnings located east and northeast of Denver, and especially southeast of Denver too. Red flag warnings on the western side of Colorado, and especially in the southern eastern parts of Utah. Stationary front sneaking through from Kansas, Oklahoma, and Texas, and New Mexico, through Colorado, Utah, and Nevada, and along the Sierra Nevadas of California. Not much going on in Nevada. New Mexico, a few pop-up showers and thunderstorms throughout much of the state, plus eastern and southeastern Arizona as well. There is a severe thunderstorm warning located just miles southeast of Tucson. And there's also an extreme heat warning located throughout the metropolitan parts of Phoenix. And then, oh yeah, and there are also extreme heat warnings along the banks of the Colorado River, right through Yuma, and especially parts of southeastern California, especially Indio and near Coachella, California. But outside, not much going on, but there is an air quality alert just northwest of LA. There's extreme heat warnings near Eureka, California, right on the northern part of the state. Medford and Southwest Oregon under red flag warnings. North central part of Oregon, extreme heat warnings in effect, plus South Central Washington State as well, along with Yakima and Kennewick, Washington State. Now let's focus on a little bit more into detail about what's going on with the weather. Right about now, let me see. Okay. Well, let's try to make this quick, folks. Okay, starting off with New England, it's mostly light and variable in the interior parts of southern New England, northern New England. Winds are moving to the northeast at up to 15 miles an hour. Throughout Maine, you're seeing winds in the coastal part of the state. They're coming from the ocean, shifting to the northeast at up to 20 miles an hour. In Boston, winds are coming onshore, up to 20 miles an hour. Upstate New York, somewhat light and variable, except for the Adirondacks, where winds are moving to the northeast at up to 20 miles an hour. Greater New York City area, also somewhat light, though, moving to the northwest. Pennsylvania, winds are light, but moving to the north for the most part. Mid-Atlantic, winds are moving from the east. Not only that, but West Virginia too, but they're blowing, but in the center part of the state's light and variable. Winds are blowing up to 20 miles an hour throughout much of the mid-Atlantic. Let's take a look at New England. We do have temperatures that are in the mid-70s to mid-80s. Upstate New York, temperatures are in the upper 70s to mid-80s. Greater New York City area, upper 70s to mid-80s. Pennsylvania, 80s. The mid-Atlantic, hold on a minute. The mid-Atlantic temperatures there consisting of Delaware, DC, Maryland, and even Virginia. They are in the mid-70s to low 80s. West Virginia temperatures are in the upper 70s to mid-80s. Going down to the southeast. What do we have here? Well, in the Carolinas, Georgia, winds are coming from the northeast, shifting to the west. North Carolina winds are mostly blowing up to 15 miles an hour, except for the Outer Banks and the coastal areas blowing up to 25 miles per hour. In South Carolina and Georgia, winds are blowing up to 20 miles an hour. Hold on a minute. So sorry about that. Winds are blowing up to 20 miles an hour throughout South Carolina and Georgia. Although the coastal parts of South Carolina, they're blowing up to 25 miles per hour. In Tennessee, winds are actually shifting to the northwest at up to 15 miles an hour. Alabama, Mississippi, winds are westward. Though the coastal parts of both states, their winds are moving onshore, blowing up to 20 miles an hour. Elsewhere, it's up to 15. Arkansas, winds are shifting to the north at up to 20 miles an hour. Louisiana, winds are moving to the west at up to 20 miles an hour too. The Carolinas, as you can see, temperatures are in the mid-70s to low 80s. Georgia, temperatures are in the 80s. Tennessee, mid-80s to low 90s. Alabama, Mississippi, temperatures are in the 80s. Arkansas, temperatures are in the 90s. Louisiana, temperatures are in the mid-80s to mid-90s. Let's go down to Florida. Florida, much of the winds are coming from the south, blowing up to 20 miles an hour, especially in the Keys. Yet, yet near the Tampa Bay area, it's mostly light and variable winds, but in North Florida, winds are shifting to the west at up to 20 miles an hour. All over the Sunshine State, temperatures are in the upper 70s to mid 80s. Let's go to Oklahoma and Texas. Winds are coming from the Gulf, yet they're shifting to the north for the most part. In northern and the western parts of Texas, except for western tip of Texas, they're blowing up to 20 to 30 miles an hour. Much of Oklahoma up to 20 to 30 miles an hour. The panhandle of Oklahoma, winds are somewhat light though, moving to the east. Light and variable in the northwest corner of the panhandle of Texas. Western tip, light and variable winds in Texas. And eastern Texas, hold on a minute. Again, sorry about that, folks. I have no control over things. Winds are somewhat light on the eastern side of Texas, blowing up to 15 miles an hour. Temperatures in Oklahoma, they are in the upper 80s to low hundreds. In much of Texas, you're seeing temperatures that range from the upper 80s to mid hundreds. Well, yeah. Then we go to the Ohio Valley, where winds are somewhat light and variable throughout much of Kentucky. Yet, in the western tip of Kentucky, plus Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, much of Ohio, winds are moving to the north. But in Illinois and northwestern Indiana, winds are blowing up to 25 miles an hour. Throughout Kentucky, temperatures are in the 80s to low 90s. Ohio, they are in the 80s. Indiana, upper 80s to low 90s. Illinois, temperatures are in the 80s to low 90s. Let's go to the Great Lakes region. Winds are generally blowing to the north-northeast, folks, throughout both Wisconsin and both peninsulas of Michigan. Though winds are stronger in Lake Michigan, in the southern and eastern sides of Wisconsin, they're blowing up to 25 miles per hour, especially in the northern, throughout much of lower Michigan and much of upper Michigan on the east side. Temperatures throughout both the peninsulas of Michigan, they are in the mid 70s to mid 90s. Wisconsin, temperatures are in the 80s. And then we go to Minnesota and the Dakotas. or winds are coming from the west and then shifting to the northeast, but yet on the northern side of South Dakota plus much of North Dakota, winds are blowing up to 25 to 35 miles an hour. Though a little light in southern South Dakota and southern Minnesota. The temperatures in Minnesota, they are in the mid 70s to mid 80s. In both Dakotas, temperatures, well, in North Dakota, temperatures are in the upper 60s, mid 60s to upper 70s. South Dakota, temperatures are in the mid 70s to mid 80s. Going down along the Missouri River Valley in 4 states like Nebraska, Iowa, and Missouri and Kansas. Missouri, winds are coming from the south, blowing up to 25 miles an hour. Iowa, winds are shifting to the northeast with the south and eastern sides blowing up to 20 to 30 miles an hour in some places. Kansas, winds are coming from the south, shifting back to the southwest and to the west at up to 25 miles an hour. Nebraska, winds are moving in a clockwise fashion from south to north. From north to west and then back up to the north throughout much of those places, yet there is a surface high pressure center located near Valentine, Nebraska. Temperatures, the winds are blowing at no more than 20 miles per hour, just so you know, folks. In Iowa, temperatures will be in the mid-70s to mid-80s. Missouri, mid-70s to low 90s. Kansas, temperatures will be in the upper 80s to upper 90s. Nebraska, mid-70s to upper 80s. Then we go to the Northern Rockies. Let's check the chat real quick, just so I don't miss anything. Nothing much going on. Okay. Just making sure. Whew. Yeah. In the Northern Rockies, winds are generally blowing from the northwest and then shifting to the east once it arrives in Wyoming and exits Montana to the Dakotas. So what do we have? Temperature winds are blowing throughout the eastern side of Montana. They're blowing up to 25 to 35 miles per hour. And in much of Wyoming, winds are up to 20 to 30 miles an hour. Up to 25 miles per hour in southwestern Idaho. Temperatures across Montana, they are in they range from 68 in Bozeman to 80 in Billings. Throughout Idaho, temperatures are in the upper 60s to low 80s. Wyoming, temperatures are in the 70s to low 80s. Colorado, Utah, and Nevada. You're getting winds in Nevada coming from the northwest, blowing up to 20 miles an hour. But on the south side of the state, winds are coming from the west-southwest, blowing up to 25 miles per hour in some places. But yeah, all those winds are moving to the east. But Utah, on the north side, they're coming from the northwest, but shifting to the east. But many places throughout Utah, they're blowing up to 20 to 30 miles an hour. Colorado, throughout the western side of the state, winds are moving to the east. Though on the east side, winds are actually coming from the east. But regardless, winds are topping at 20 to 30 miles per hour. Temperatures in Colorado, they range from the upper 70s to mid 90s. Utah, temperatures range from 70 in Logan to 104 in St. George. Nevada, temperatures range from 80 in Elko to 107 in Las Vegas. Then you're looking at Arizona and New Mexico. Winds are somewhat light and variable in the southwestern corner of the state. But throughout Arizona, winds are coming from the Gulf of California, shifting to the east generally. But in the northern and eastern parts of Arizona, plus northern and eastern New Mexico, winds blowing up to 20 to 30 miles per hour. Temperatures throughout New Mexico, they are in the upper 80s to mid-hundreds. Arizona, temperatures range from 79 in Alpine to 109 in Yuma. Now let's go to California. Winds are blowing onshore, but in the northern edge of California, winds are coming from the north. The Central Valley of California, they're actually blowing to the Sierra Nevadas at up to 20 miles an hour. North and east of LA, winds blowing up to 25 miles an hour to the northeast. In the Colorado River Valley of California, winds are moving to the north at up to 20 miles an hour there. Winds are light and variable in the mountainous parts of California. Temperatures along the coastal parts of California, like Eureka at 70, 73 in San Diego. Temperatures are in the 80s from LA to the San Francisco Bay Area. 107 in Indio. Throughout the Central Valley of California, temperatures are in the triple digits. Let's go to the Pacific Northwest, where you're seeing winds that are somewhat light and variable throughout much of Washington State, but even if it's not the case, for those places, they're actually blowing to the east, generally up to 20 miles an hour. On the west and the coastal parts of Oregon, winds are coming from the north, but on the beaches, they're blowing up to 30, 35 miles an hour there, up to 40 in a few places. But in places like Eugene, winds are blowing up to 20 to 25 miles an hour there. But on the leeward side, winds are moving no more than 10 miles an hour to the south. Temperatures in Oregon, they are in the upper 70s to upper 80s. Washington State, temperatures are in the mid 70s to upper 80s. Now let's zoom out. It's 6:32 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream for those of you just tuning in. My name is Marlon, and this is episode 24 of Kingdom Hearts 2. Even though this is not Kingdom Hearts yet, but once we're done with things like humidity, gusts, rainfall estimates, tropical update, the 3-day forecast using the upper level maps, temperature, dew point, CAPE, and reflectivity radar. Then we'll get to Kingdom Hearts. I know that's a lot, but we'll try to get them done right before 7 if we can. Okay, so now let's check where the gusts are. Plenty of gusts throughout the Carolina coast, up to 40 miles an hour. Gusts up to 45 miles per hour throughout parts of the Midwest, but the Dakotas, winds are somewhere between 40 to 60 miles an hour in some places. Eastern Montana too. Much of Colorado up to 50 miles an hour, especially northern New Mexico, the Grand Canyon, southern Utah, and even northwestern California and southwestern Oregon. Let's talk about humidity. Where's the humidity? Plenty of humidity throughout the southeast, like Florida, all the way up to South Carolina, especially the upper Mississippi Valley, central Mississippi Valley too, North Dakota, northeastern Montana. And let's take a look at rainfall estimates. Rainfall estimates, so let's take a look. About up to an inch or two of rain along the Carolina coast, Georgia, parts of Florida, and up to 4 inches of rain throughout Missouri, Iowa, and up to 3 inches of rain throughout Wisconsin and upper Michigan, and up to 2 inches of rain in both Kansas and Nebraska and a bit of Colorado. Though I would suggest that everyone should heed the actual amounts that were observed by local officials, just so that you get a better accurate estimate rather than coming from me, because this is all just outdated stuff, but that's the best I can do at this point for now. Now let's go talk about the upper level winds. I'll be right back, folks. It's starting to get hot. Oh, boy. Whew. Yeah. Believe it or not, even though it's not a hot day, but this room can feel like it's 90 degrees here without air conditioning. But sometimes the air conditioners tend to be cranked too high, even if I only put it at a high temperature. Just so much so that it would not require too much power, but unfortunately, it's too cold. But even that will never let the air conditioner stop being an air conditioner, if you know what I mean, folks. Okay, so what do we got? Okay, so in the upper part of the atmosphere, assume this is right now, we do have a trough that's located north of North Dakota, a ridge just located over the eastern part of the Great Lakes region, a weak trough over just off of New England, and a ridge located off of the Pacific Northwest, which means there are storms throughout the northern parts of the Midwest, and some pop-up storms throughout the South, particularly in the Southeast, though. Let's go to 24 hours from now, which will be Sunday night. There's going to be a trough located over North Dakota. An upper level high located over the west coast, which means there could be a ridge just over the west coast. And a giant ridge located over the northeast. Maybe extend from just off of the Outer Banks in North Carolina, because there is an upper level high just offshore, which means that there are going to be some storms throughout the upper Mississippi Valley, the Dakotas, Great Plains, all the way to the Colorado Rockies, and even many parts of the Southeast and Mid-Atlantic too. Now let's talk about Monday night. There's going to be a trough just north of North Dakota. And there's going to be an upper level high located over the west coast, which means that there's going to be a ridge just over the Sierra Nevadas. And there's going to be a ridge located over just near New England and Maine. Yet there's going to be an upper level low located off of New England, and an upper level high just offshore from Florida and the Bahamas, which means that any system that forms right around here might be moved out and be shredded. And what does that mean for storms elsewhere? There's going to be storms throughout the Great Lakes region, upper Mississippi Valley, down to the southern plains, and could affect the northern plains too. There could be some more storms and big rainmakers in the southeast. And finally, Tuesday night, there's going to be a ridge just located over the Ohio Valley, a trough located just north of the Great Lakes region, a ridge over the Rockies and Great Basin area, a little bit of a weak trough over Oregon on the coastal side. And there's also going to be a trough just located over Kansas. What does this mean? There's going to be some wet weather throughout parts of the Pacific Northwest going into the northern Rockies. More storms throughout the southern plains and will affect other places throughout the southern Great Lakes region. And there's going to be storms throughout the northeastern part of the Great Lakes region, and maybe even some parts of the interior northeast. This is the tropical update, so here it is, guys. This is today's Saturday, August 9th, 2025. And the last update was 1:38 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Now, there is 0% chance of development within 2 days from then. But for the next 7 days, up to 20%. But regardless, it'll be out to sea from what it looks like. But what about the one located just coming out of Africa? It'll have a 10% chance of development within 2 days, but 50% chance within 7 days. But we'll definitely keep an eye on this system. But let's go back and see what we got. So I don't think there's any development within the next 3 days using the GFS model. So let's advance a little forward just to see what we got. Any spinning motion. Wednesday night, not much. Strong wind shear. There could be something just offshore for Thursday night. Not, it's hard to tell, but not much is going to happen for Friday night. And finally, by Saturday night, that's it. Let's check the European model just to see what's going to happen. Is there going to be any spin? Nope, nothing here. Nothing here too for Monday night. Yeah, nothing much going on at that time. Wednesday night, not much going on. So much wind shear. Thursday night, it's more of a clockwise flow, as you can see. Thursday night, Friday night. Yeah, more wind shear. And finally, next Saturday night, more wind shear. It's more uniform. Yep. That's all I got for now. Now, let's go back. We have a tornado warning. Yeah, we do have a tornado warning in Colorado. Let's take a look. And it's right around just south of Limon, Colorado, just northeast of Colorado Springs. I gotta turn it to the single site radar right now. There's a radar right here. Wind's moving in that direction, and then this direction. There's a spin, a potential spin. What I could see just southwest of Hugo, Colorado. There's a hook echo right here. Where's the damage? Well, plenty of foreign objects right around here. So, for what it looks like, it appears as though that storm may be moving to the southwest, and it turns out it really is the real deal after all. Wait for it, folks. Yep. Generally moving to the southeast, folks. Now let's switch gears and talk about the 3-day forecast. Hold on a minute. Okay, I found the weather topic of the day for myself. For some reason, folks, my body feels more tired than I thought. I mean, I try to get a good night's sleep, but thing is that, me going to the bathroom's become an issue because I drink a lot. And the reason why I do, it's because sometimes I choke on dust. So this is for tomorrow morning. So where are the warm lows? Where are the warm lows, folks? They're located in South Florida. So you can see. And Texas, Louisiana, the Southern Plains, and the Central Mississippi Valley. Desert Southwest. Chilly lows throughout the Rockies, parts of the Great Basin too. Where the heat waves. Heat waves are in the lower Mississippi Valley, Texas, Southern Plains, Desert Southwest, and the West Coast as well, and much of the Great Basin too. Hold on a minute. Alright, I'm back. Chilly highs in parts of the Rockies as well, and southwestern New Mexico. For Monday night, where are the warm lows? They're located in Florida, lower Mississippi Valley, Texas, southern Arizona, and the southern part of the Colorado, the lower part of the Colorado River Valley. Very chilly lows will be located throughout the Rockies, parts of the Great Basin. And what about for Monday night? Where are the heat waves? Plenty of heat waves in the lower Mississippi Valley, Texas, Southern Plains, and South Dakota. And let's not forget about the Desert Southwest, Great Basin, much of the West Coast, getting a lot of heat, folks. For Tuesday morning, where are the warm lows? On the eastern side of Florida, all the way to the coastal Carolinas, lower Mississippi Valley, coastal Texas, Oklahoma, Desert Southwest, chilly lows. They're in the Rockies, folks, and even parts of North Dakota. Finally, where the heat waves, they're located throughout parts of Florida and Georgia, and even the lower Mississippi Valley, Southern Plains, Texas, Desert Southwest, Great Basin, and much of the West Coast. Let's go back to tomorrow morning with humidity. Where's the humidity? Well, there's plenty of humidity throughout Texas, throughout the eastern half of the Great Plains, Mississippi Valley, Great Lakes region, the Southeast, Mid-Atlantic, and parts of New England, and parts of the Northeast, I should say, except for Pennsylvania. A little bit of moisture throughout parts of the West Coast, and the Desert Southwest, too. Sorry about that. For tomorrow night, where's the humidity? All across the south except for western Texas. There's going to be moisture in the southern plains, much in the Mississippi, Great Lakes region, and virtually the East Coast. And the Ohio Valley, too. And plenty of humidity in southern Arizona, and parts of the West Coast, too. For Monday morning, where's the humidity? All across the south, much of the Northeast, Ohio Valley, Great Lakes region, and Central Great Plains, Desert Southwest, and coastal parts of the Pacific Northwest. For Monday night, man, folks, I feel sleepy. I feel like things are going to knock me down, folks. Believe it or not. I feel like my body's starting to hold me hostage. And say if I don't go to sleep, I'm going to end up collapsing and end up streaming you guys nothing. Just wake up a few hours from then, and then end up realizing, oh man, I can't believe I'm still streaming while I'm sleeping. Wow. I guess the important lesson I need to learn is that I need a good night's sleep, and to tackle my stresses more efficiently. Back to work. So much of the south getting some humidity, plenty of humidity, I should say. The Northeast, Ohio Valley, Great Lakes region, much of the Mississippi, Eastern Great Plains region. Less humid in the Desert Southwest, more humid throughout parts of the West Coast. When will that happen? That'll be Monday night. Tuesday morning. Where's the humidity? Anywhere east of the Rockies except for the Dakotas and the Western Plains. Plenty of humidity in parts of the Desert Southwest and much of the West Coast. Finally, by Tuesday night, plenty of humidity throughout the East Coast. The eastern third of the country is going to be super humid, but in the central third, it's only going to be Texas, much of the Mississippi, Southern Plains on the eastern side, I should say. Somewhat humid in the Desert Southwest, and plenty of humidity throughout parts of the West Coast. Now let's go back to tomorrow morning. Where's the Cape? Cape is convective available potential energy, which means that that's where you find the updraft, which if you have the right ingredients, it'll trigger some severe weather. There's going to be plenty of updraft throughout the Texas coast, going up to parts of the Great Plains, and parts of the desert Southwest, and a little bit in Florida and the Ohio Valley. The worst of it is in the southern plains, mid-Mississippi Valley. Some convection in the Ohio Valley, the Great Lakes region. The Gulf Coast, and the desert Southwest and parts of the Great Lakes region. And even a little bit in the Cascades. For Monday morning, plenty of convection throughout South Florida and the Texas coast, and parts of the desert Southwest, parts of the southern plains. Monday night, there's going to be a lot of humidity throughout the southern... no, not humidity. There's going to be plenty of updraft in the southern plains and parts of much of Florida and parts of the southeast, and especially in the Ohio Valley and the Dakotas and Minnesota, and a little bit in the desert Southwest. Now let's see what happens for Tuesday morning. By Tuesday morning, plenty of convection throughout much of the southeast, the Mississippi and Ohio Valleys, parts of the Great Lakes region, parts of Texas. Finally, where's the worst of the convection? They're going to be in the central Mississippi Valley, the Ohio Valley, and parts of the Great Lakes region, and Oklahoma and the southern plains too. Some convection throughout the southeast and Florida and the Texas coast. Now let's see what happens for tomorrow morning in terms of any wet weather that's going to happen, some storms. Well, I'll tell you something, folks. There are going to be some storms throughout, a lot of storms throughout the mid to upper Mississippi Valley, parts of the Great Plains, Great Lakes region. Some showers and storms throughout much of the south. A little bit in the Great Basin, Colorado Rockies, stray showers and clouds throughout parts of the West Coast and the other parts of the Rockies. Tomorrow night, there is going to be a lot of storms throughout Florida and parts of the Southeast, parts of the desert Southwest and Colorado, and especially the southern plains all the way to the upper Mississippi Valley. Just a little bit of showers and storms throughout parts of the Carolina coast. What about for Monday morning? Monday morning, there's going to be plenty of storms throughout the southern half of the Great Plains, much of the Gulf Coast, the southeast, and even parts of the Great Lakes region. A few clouds and showers throughout parts of the West Coast and Montana, on the northeastern part of that is. For Monday night, there's going to be plenty of storms to go around throughout much of the south, throughout Texas, throughout the Great Plains, parts of the Great Lakes region, a few parts of the desert Southwest. Tuesday morning, plenty of storms in parts of the southeast, Gulf Coast, southern plains in Texas, a little bit of showers and storms throughout the Mississippi Valley, and even the Ohio Valley too, and parts of the Great Lakes region. A few clouds and showers, strays, just some parts of the West Coast, they're going to get it. And finally, more storms throughout the south, desert Southwest, Mississippi Valley, Great Lakes region, Ohio Valley, and parts of the Mid-Atlantic. A few clouds and showers throughout parts of the Colorado Rockies, and parts of the desert Southwest. Alright. Alright, folks. That's it for the national weather discussion. And I just finished it in time. It is 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream for those of you just tuning in. My name is Marlon, and this is episode 24 Kingdom Hearts 2. Now we're going to switch gears to Kingdom Hearts, the moment that we've been waiting for. Now let me switch to here, and let me just get started on this right now. Let me set up my chat from Twitch just so I can see the chat for you guys. A minute, folks. Okay, let me go here. Let me load. Okay, we're in the game right now, but I would need to switch gears for a little bit, folks. Alright, just let me switch the HDMI channel on my end, and then we'll get to game playing right now. Alright, folks, we're back here at the parlor, and we got beat by Zaldin. But unfortunately, I keep getting beat by so many villains. I mean, no matter how much I try, but right now I need to come up with a strategy on how can I beat Zaldin. A moment, folks, while I try to set things up for myself. I wonder what level am I at right now? Oh yeah, that's right. But also, I gotta think of something else. Yeah, I think I'd be much better just to go back to just to take on those kids. But I need better abilities or something. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to learn some shortcuts right now. Even try to prepare myself for something else. Yeah, I like this one, the wishing lamp. What's this? Yeah, I'm switching things up, folks. Got a lot of stock here, folks. Alright, let's save this one, folks. So how you guys doing today? Anybody had a good day? Anybody wish they had better days ahead? Alright, we'll beat Zaldin one more time, and then if it all fails, then we might as well just go ahead and take on those 3 kids. Guys, forget about them. Retreat! Ah! Yeah, there's no guarantee we'll win this, folks. Yeah, don't think, guys, don't think I'm gonna... Yeah, guys, don't think I'm gonna win this. Guys, don't think that I'm gonna win this. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, guys, don't think I'm gonna win. Yeah, momentum's like yeah, not in my favor, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm out of potions, you guys. Yep, I'm a goner. Yeah, there's no Mickey, unfortunately, you guys. Well, let's try something. We could try to synthesize. Yeah, I just want to buy stuff. Actually, I think I could try something with Goofy's moves. Can't change anything about that. Nothing for Goofy. Accessories, nothing. Or Donald's what about Beast? None for Beast, huh? Alright, let's give it one more try. Yeah, for some reason we had some momentum for a brief while and then everything went haywire. Yeah, you can't really send Mickey. I don't know what. Yeah, I think it was a pretty stupid idea. I had that momentum, but then it's gone. Best thing I can do is to like go back and try again in different worlds. Whew. Let's try to do things right, folks. Seriously. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I'm trying to defend, but unfortunately, even defense is no good. Get more heart. They're out. I gotta get the box now. I gotta hurry. Why? Come on! Can't believe I have to start all over again. Ah, unbelievable. I was this close. I was so close, you guys. So close. You gotta finish. Jump, 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 jump. Get him. Get that kid. Get another box, you guys. Aim right. Finally. Wow, it took me a couple episodes for me to finish this. Really. For Oogie Boogie, huh? Why doesn't that surprise me? Whew, that was quite a chore, you guys. Great. What else is new? You have to get back to Halloween Town now. Let's save real quick, just so that I don't lose progress. Alright guys, let's go back to Halloween Town now. More of those fools. Oh, that stupid Jack-in-the-Box trying to shoot me. Well, you can't really escape me forever. Nice job, Jack. More. We were done with you. This should put you out of your goddamn misery now. Got the job done, right guys? Well, how many more of you do we have to deal with? Hey, you. You better not turn back into a soldier. Finally. Now get out of our way. It looks like Goofy's down. When did he get up so suddenly? That was... Whew. Let's go through here now to the Hinterlands. Finally finished them off, right? Let's see what we got. I think that one's the 4th of July, Valentine's Day, St. Patrick's Day, Easter, Thanksgiving. Of course, this is Christmas. I don't know about New Year's, guys. More of those guys. Oh, man! Oh, man, I'm not looking forward to taking on this guy. I think it's probably the same guy as the one back in Christmas Town. Yeah, those spooky Heartless. Retrieve the presents. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of shit to do. Get it? Yeah, I think I lost. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason I feel like there's just so many enemies now that are becoming more and more merciless. Wow. Yeah, it's just that I can't really believe that so many heartless like assholes are becoming more and more powerful, and their attacks sometimes often results in KOs. Yeah, some of the enemies keep crowding me. Wow, look, yeah, you guys are seeing this, right? Ah, give me a break. Gotta deal with the one that's closest. Get there. Good. Okay, we survived this time. What? Yeah, Jack. It's 7:33 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Welcome to the stream. For those of you just tuning in, my name is Marlon. This is episode 24 of Kingdom Hearts 2. Hope you guys have a good day, or hoping that you guys have better days ahead. For me, well, it's Saturday. And, well, so far the stream is doing alright. Getting through. We managed to successfully beat those 3 kids. All he did was just change the keyblade and some other stuff. It was difficult, but I managed. I wonder what that plan's gonna be. Oh yeah, Santa's place. Well, that's the only way. Let's save real quick. So far it's going good, you guys. Second floor. Oh yeah, by the way. Ah, never mind. I was gonna retrieve that, but that'll happen in another time. The wrapping room. Okay, it says use the cannon to shoot toys into the empty boxes. Triangle button to reload the cannon with toys. Takes a few seconds to reload, so be accurate. Oh boy, those three brats. Well, that was easy. Okay, we got the decoy presence. Yeah, we did. Alright, let's save again, because, you know, a friend of mine once told me saving is your best friend. Yeah, Jack, what is your plan? I guess they're inside the presence now. I think that's one of the Heartless or one of the Nobodies. Yeah, we gotta beat it, you guys. I don't... Can't beat Dr. Finkelstein. This is gonna take forever, you guys. And I'm afraid chances beating this guy are zilch. Oh! He's throwing lasers! And I think he's brought his assistant. Ah, damn it, why did I run into... Yeah, this is a lot of work, you guys. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna finish this in time, you guys. I'm gonna get killed again. I can't. Oh, come on! I can't. Almost had him. Damn. Can't believe I got killed. No, guys, go. Yeah. Get me out of here. Get away from the lasers. Yeah, I'm pressing buttons, you guys. I'm really tired already. Yeah, guys, my... Give me out. I have to retreat, you guys. Guys. Oh, man. Yeah, we were almost there, folks. Alright, just let me rest my hands, folks, because, yeah, I mean, when I smash the buttons, they tend to make me feel more exhausted. Oh boy, what a... I wouldn't call it a disaster. I would call it more like too much work involved using my right thumb. Whew. Wow, folks. Wow. I mean, we were almost there this time. Let me see if I can try to come up with something. Abilities. Anything for Goofy? Alright. Ready to go. Damn. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, are you kidding me? I wasn't even healed yet. Wow, this time they are merciless. You know, they never allow me any chance to heal, any second for me to heal. They knew. Let me just skip the scene right now. Man. Man, that was a quick kill. Unbelievable. A quick kill. What the hell? Come on! How's that fair? Wow. How is that fair? Alright, folks. It appears as though that, yeah, this is just unfair. Yeah, let me save this, folks. Then we'll try one more time, and then we'll figure things out going forward. Wow, that's double. Come on! I never even got a chance to okay, now I did. Look out! Oh, come on! Stop moving into the lasers, Sora. What the hell? I didn't even do anything. Stop. Man, straight. Wow, not even. Wow, look at that, folks. Up in the air, not a chance to heal. Wow. It's like whoever created this game, like, definitely wasn't gonna hold back. Even in easy mode. Wow. Man, they just did it just to piss, many players off. But I think for the sake, I'm just going to have to leave it here, folks. But we are going to do the weather topic of the day, folks, so let's get to it. Unbelievable, folks. I've dealt with so many heartless and nobodies, and even like so many enemies, and once you get to the later part of the game, they never give you a chance to like heal or anything, not even for 1 second. And then once you got hurt, then that's an automatic death sentence right there. It's just crazy. Unbelievable, right, guys? Wow. I mean, the only thing we've done so far is to teach those 3 kids a lesson. And that was hard enough. But taking on, one of the Heartless was more exhausting than taking on those 3 kids. Or even Zaldin. Jeez. Dude. Okay, it's 8 p.m. and we're going to end the stream. But before we do that, just need to check on what's going on elsewhere. We got 1 tornado warning that's located just south of Ray on the south side. And we're going to take a look at it, folks. Use the single side radar. Where's the nearest one? And that is here in Goodland, Kansas. There's the nearest radar site, and there are a lot of winds are moving that direction and that direction. So from what it looks like, might look like as though that I don't know, folks. I mean, it looks like it's out of the tornado warning, but for the most part, I mean, there is a funnel club, but let me see. Well, there is a funnel cloud right here. It's nothing new, though. And according to this, it only has 14 minutes left of the tornado warning. So it does look like as though it's in its last leg. Not really. Let's see where that debris is. And it looks like it's outside the tornado warning zone. Now, in other words, where's that tornado? And where's that supercell? Well, folks, it's just on the other side of the road along Route 385, U.S. Route 385 from Vernon, Colorado. And it's about to enter Kansas in a matter of moments. But, however, based on what's going on the ground, well, either they could make another tornado warning to the east, or otherwise it's good as gone. Alright, now let's talk about the web topic of the day. So, what do we got? Okay, I got something, folks. I got something. Okay, the weather topic of the day is how does high humidity impact music concerts? High humidity can negatively impact music concerts, affecting both the sound quality and the instruments themselves. Increased moisture in the air can cause instruments to swell, warp, and even crack, particularly those made of wood. This can lead to changes in tone, intonation, and overall sound quality. Additionally, high humidity can affect the performance of electronic equipment and even impact the comfort and safety of the audience. Well, that's just more of a simpler term, but if I were to give you guys more of a long story, that it's going to last more than the reel itself, because the reel is only limited to less than a minute, because otherwise it'll become a highlight, which is something I'm not really interested in doing. I'm just going to keep it as a reel. All right. Now, tomorrow I might try the green screen tomorrow. We are going to be back at 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for tomorrow. In the meantime, do hit me with a follow, turn on the notifications so that you guys will know when I'll be streaming the next time. But until then, just keep yourself safe as well as the others, and hope that you guys enjoy your evening or whatever time it is, in whatever part of the world you are in. But until the next stream, just stay safe out there. Love you all. See you tomorrow at 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Peace out, everybody. Signing out. We'll play more Kingdom Hearts too, just so you know. Anyway, signing out.